Hi, it's Elaine with MCPS Technology. I'm here to be your guide during your journey into Google Classroom. And I'm really excited about the opportunity because I know you're going to love this interface and that it will change your workflow as a teacher in a good way. During this tutorial, feel free to stop at any time or pause the video, practice your work, and then come back. And I think that will help you get the most out of the experience. During our time together, we're going to explore Google Classroom from both a student side and a teacher side to help you see the full range of what Google Classroom can do. This will also make it easier for you as you launch your own Google Classroom. So we're going to follow an imaginary student named Ted E. Bear. So bear with me. Okay, sorry about that. But please do bear with me as we walk through the steps of joining Google Classroom and completing our first assignment. So the first step is to get to Google Classroom, and there's more than one way to do that, as with everything in Google. If you're using your Chromebook, you can always get to Classroom from the shelf, which is at the bottom of your screen at all times. If you just click on this icon, it will take you directly to Classroom. You can also get there from your email from the Google Apps Launcher, which is in the upper right when you're in your email. If you click on that, there's always a link to Google Classroom. Also, you can go directly to the address classroom.google.com. But today we're going to do it from our email because Ted has received an email from his instructor giving him a class code, just like you'll get one from me. He clicks on the email and he sees his class code. He's going to copy that by highlighting it and then hitting Control-C on the keyboard. So now, as we just mentioned, he's going to go to the Google Apps Launcher, click on Classroom, and that will bring you into the main page of Google Classroom. Now, if it's your first time here, you're going to get a prompt that I won't see today, and it will ask you if you're a student or a teacher. So it's really important that you choose teacher because when it's time to create your own classroom later, that's going to be really important. On the classroom main page, you'll see every course you're enrolled in or that you're a teacher of. Don't be alarmed if you don't see anything here. It just means you haven't joined any classrooms yet. As you can see, Ted already has 3 classes. He's a very busy student. He's into his academics, and he's about to join another class. So let's click on the plus sign and then paste in the code by using Control-V, or you could type in the code and click Join. This brings Ted into the main page of the class he's just joined. Now, as you can see, this is a clean interface, but there's actually quite a lot going on here. So let's take just a few moments to explore what a student sees when he comes into Classroom. It's always good to know where to find the main menu, and that's always in the top left when you're in Classroom. 3 lines in Google always means more, or 3 dots. So if you click on that, the student always has a link back to the main page where all classes are listed. There's a link to the calendar, a to-do list that shows the student's work, and then a link to every class he's a member of. Down here, the student can get to his settings where he can check to make sure that his notifications are on and things like that. Going back to the main page, notice at the top you have 3 areas: Stream, Classmates, and About. This is the stream that we're on, and we're going to come back to that, but let's go to the About page quickly. The About page is where an instructor can post information that the student will need to get to throughout the course. So typically you'll see a course description here and also things like syllabi and course overview. As you can see, I have posted a course overview, maybe class rules, things like that. The student can also see a profile picture of his instructor, and these are important links that we will talk more about later. There's a link to the student's work. There's a link to the class drive folder, which gets created when the student joins Classroom. This is where his work is housed. And then there are links to the classroom calendar and also the Google Calendar. Let's go now to the Classmates page. Typically, there would be a list of Ted's classmates here, but since he's the only one who's joined, there's not much to see here yet. Let's go back to the stream. So the stream is where the action really happens in Google Classroom, and much like other social type networks, it constantly moves. So like Facebook and Twitter and other networks like that, when something is posted, the newest posts always come to the top. So the stream constantly moves. The student can make a post from this area in the bottom right. Also over here is yet another way for the student to get to his work. We'll talk more about this later. It says no work is due soon because I haven't applied any due dates yet, but typically the student would see here what is coming up within the next week. Here in this topics box, if a teacher has applied a topic when she created the assignment, then the topics will be listed here, and this is a quick way for him to get to those topics. So how does Ted complete his first assignment? Well, first he takes the time to read the announcement that's been posted by his instructor, and then if he scrolls down, he'll see the very first assignment, and he can click on Open to fully open this assignment. When he reads his instructions, like you'll do, he'll see, and there'll be a video there, the video I'm making right now. He'll see that he needs to contribute to a class introduction. We're all going to be working inside a Google Slides presentation. So in order to get to that, he simply needs to click here on this link, and it will actually take him into the slides presentation. So what I'd like you to do is a couple of things. To first post a slide and tell some things about yourself. And we're going to practice using the insert image, take a snapshot tool, and we're also going to practice giving comments to each other. So this is taking a moment to come up because my internet is going a little bit slowly today. But as you can see here, to model for you, I've posted an introduction of myself, and I didn't do anything fancy here. I just basically took a snapshot of myself. I changed a couple of colors and I changed a couple of fonts. So you can feel free to branch out if you want. You could change up the background, you can change colors, but I would be careful. Don't change the theme, as that would change it for everyone and your classmates will not be very happy with you. So let me just walk you briefly through the steps of what I'd like you to do. First, I'd like you to choose a blank slide that I've already made for you. And then you'll click into the slide, which will allow you to start typing. But before you start typing, let's insert a snapshot. You may not have known that you can actually take a selfie inside any Google Doc. So if you go to Insert and then Image, and then once you do that, will take just a second, you'll want to go to the Take a Snapshot option, and you may have to click on Allow. Oh, there's Ted E. Bear, and then click Take Snapshot. Then you'll see it will take your snapshot, and then if it's selected with a blue around it, then you just click the Select button, and it will bring your snapshot into your actual slide. And sometimes it takes a few moments, and if you're making a video, it takes even longer. So you have to sit here and sort of ramble a little bit while your picture comes in and say, gee, I hope everybody's having a good day. Oh, there it is. Is it coming? There it is. Okay, so it's always going to be humongous when it comes in, so you can go to the corner and just pull it down to a nice size, and then you can just move it and place it where you want. You can also type, and I'll clean this up later. I just want to sort of give you an idea. So what I would do is I would go on and tell some things about myself, some things that perhaps my classmates didn't know. And then when I'm finished with that, what I'd like you to do is to go to two classmates' slides and then make a comment. So this is a really simple thing to do within any Google Doc. I'm just going to go to my slide, and you can go up here to the comments button, or you can just right click and choose comment. And I'd just like you to say something about what that person has written. Now, since this is me, I'm just going to say, oh, there, I just made my comment go away. I'm just going to say, great to be here. And then click comment. So that's how simple it is to make comments. And you can also reply to comments. So I'd like you to do that with a minimum of 2 slides. So once you've posted some things about yourself, taken a snapshot, and made 2 comments, then you're finished and you're ready to turn in your assignment. So how do I do that? This may be the part that you're not familiar with in Google Classroom. Because Chrome is set up in tabs, to get back to my assignment, I simply go to the top here and click on the tab that says Class Introduction, and I'm right back in my assignment. And so since I'm finished, I'm ready to turn it in. So I click on Mark as Done, and it's going to prompt me, hey, you didn't attach any work. Are you sure? Are you sure that's right? Well, in this case, we're all working in the same document. So this time I would not be attaching any work. So yes, I'm going to mark as done. And then when I do that, I'll notice I have a green check and it says my work is done. I can also down here, if I want, I can make a private comment to my teacher, and my teacher will be the only one who can see that. That's optional, of course. And so that's really all there is to it. That's all you have to do to complete your first assignment and turn it in. I'll be looking forward to seeing your first assignment, and I'll be here to help you if you need it.